Hi guys, we're back with Dr. Lauren Roche talking about life and meditation and implications, how it can enhance our lives. How are you, Dr. Roche?
I'm good, thank you.
An interesting question today. A lot of times people are going through the dark night of the soul, a difficult time in their lives, and they find that, if they've been watching these videos, for instance, you always encourage people to welcome whatever they're experiencing. So open the door to the emotion that is pressing. So for instance, someone's going through depression or some kind of extreme behavior, reaction, and they invite that extremity or that depression in. Now that's a path to meditation that can take them deeper into healing themselves or just getting to know themselves or getting more intimate with themselves. But there are certain people who may employ this technique and not be certain, in the sense that they actually may be candidates for therapy, for instance, or professional help, and meditation may not be enough of a tool. How then can someone know? What is that moment when someone knows, okay, I'm practicing the meditation, I've invited my demons in, I've invited the difficulty in, but it's maybe it's more than I can handle, maybe it's more than my meditation can handle. When do I know that I need to actually seek professional help?
When we did studies on this in the 70s, the people who got in trouble with meditation had a previous history of psychiatric illness. Our brain chemistry is miraculous. It's amazing how durable human beings are. But some of us have some genetic weakness, and usually we know about it before starting to meditate. And like, for example, I have some allergies. Like when the wind blows from the east, there's some desert flowers, my nose just freaks out. And it's as if I have the flu. I mean, I'm just, So it's a genetic thing. We all have some genetic tendencies. Now, in general, for any meditator, no matter how great you're doing, it's good to have a team of allies. Have a team of people to go to when you need it, and have a sense of variety. There's not just doctors and people with PhDs like me, but there's people who just love working with others and being coaches, and they're fantastically talented. There's dance therapists. So dance therapy, voice therapy, art therapy, and even writing classes, and body therapy, deep massage, and talk therapy. And if you have any doubts, have a physical and have your blood work done and see if there's any imbalances. Mm-hmm. It's always good, because when you meditate and have a busy life, you're really like an athlete. You're like an Olympic athlete. And all those people have coaches. All those athletes you see running many miles and stuff, they have coaches, or they access coaches' knowledge.
That's so true. They have a whole team they work with.
Have a whole team. And you can put together your own team just by asking around.
And I love your suggestion. Yes, you may hit certain places that may not be overcome with meditation itself, but you can have not just a regular doctor therapist with a medical degree, but you can have different kinds of therapists that can help you. Maybe art therapy you need.
When I was a teenager, diving into meditation and being trained to be a meditation teacher, I trained with psychiatrists, like Jungian analysts who are psychiatrists. I had Gestalt therapists who did this like theater-like therapy where it's just like improv theater. I had deep tissue body work called Wolfing, or structural integration, which came from yoga originally, and Tai Chi, and dance, and art therapy. So what I did is I started my own college at UC Irvine. It was the 60s. So and I wasn't selling drugs or taking drugs or rioting. So they thought, give Lauren an office and a budget, go for it.
Wow.
So they let me run the Esalen and Irvine program. So because I was just working my way through college, I couldn't afford all this. So there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Like I was making $2.50 an hour working in a golf course or in the physiology lab, but I wanted to learn all these things. So I just created workshops and had teachers come, and it was invaluable. I don't think I could have survived the intensity of meditation teacher training in my experiences and thrived the way that I did without all those coaches. Jungian analysis, Rolfing, and Tai Chi, and dance therapy and art therapy. It's almost like there's a rhythm of opposites of go inside and give yourself the support you need, and then go outside. And it could take you a year or two to put together a team by asking around, getting names, find a way to develop a relationship with people, and if they're too expensive, maybe say, well, could I assist you? What can I do for you? Or can I create a workshop? Have you come and give a workshop for my friends? There's a way to get the coaching that you need. And the having a circle of allies is invaluable, because when we meditate, whether we say it overtly or not, we're actually inviting the unresolved issues in our life to come to the surface and be met. That's the blessing of meditation. If you don't do it in meditation, then it'll come up to you when you're sleeping and wake you up.
That's why so many people sleep so poorly.
Yeah. And so in meditation, basically we're saying to the inner issues, like, hey, all that stuff that would come up and wake me up in the middle of the night, come now at 5 in the afternoon or 6 in the afternoon. I'm meditating. I've got my book of poetry. I've got the Radiant Sutras, or I have my teacher. I have my little technique of breathing or mindfulness or whatever. I'm here. Bring it on. And I'll do my best to face whatever it is that needs to be faced. When we do that, the inner life is so grateful. It's like, okay. And we say, okay, look, I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll give you 20 minutes tomorrow morning, and tomorrow before dinner. The inner life said, oh, great. That means I don't have to wake you up in the middle of the night to get you to face these things. No, you don't. Come then. I'm here. And you do that every day. Like, bring it on. And this is actually the essence of all religion. If you look at all religions, say, look at the Psalms of David in the Bible. He's always in trouble. God, I'm surrounded by enemies. You're my only hope.
If only we were taught these things in school, if only we were taught to look at things like that, if only we were taught simple meditation techniques in school. In effect, meditation is welcoming the demons, the troubles, the shadows to come and for you to have a playful banter with them, for you to sort them out, in a healing space, in a loving space, as opposed to feeling like you're being attacked by them late at night.
Well, in a sense, all movies and novels are that. That's what a movie is. That's why a movie is thrilling. Because it's exactly what you just said. It's like, there's a challenge, and here's all the obstacles and the enemies, and here's like the heroine or a little team of people just like dealing with one obstacle after the other. That's what a movie is, and why we love movies. The secret is to understand that meditation is your internal movie.
Which is why I always say instinctive meditation saved my life. I feel like this is such important information. It should really spread far and wide, because everybody thinks meditation is the shutting down of the mind. That's almost criminal when what you just said makes so much sense when it comes to light. That the fact is, this is the time that you're carving out for yourself, for your inner healing. For you to face those things that dodge you, that you try to dodge all day long.
Yeah, and this is the language of meditation that we need to develop for the Western world, so that it's not the separate thing kind of, or I'm lifting off into space, but rather I'm right here in the middle of this wonder.
And I have to confess, I'm guilty of this. When I first started my meditation practice, I used to try to transcend. That was what I thought I was supposed to do. The human life was just not worth living. I needed to transcend and go off somewhere else. But in effect, you cannot go anywhere. You're still in this body. You're still living. You're still engaging with life. You cannot check out when you have to go do groceries and cook food and raise kids. You cannot afford that.
We're all unbalanced by nature. We all have some tendency in the rhythm of life. We all are addicted or in love with one side of the pendulum. And so our practice of meditation is always letting the pendulum swing in both directions. If you want to transcend, go ahead and transcend, go all the way, and then come back and embody all the way, and then go and transcend. Meditation is giving the rhythms of life free play so that we can live here fully before we die, that we can fully go, oh, I see why I came to Earth. I see why I took on this body. Like, this is amazing, because it's a gift. To breathe on this planet, even for a minute, is a priceless gift.
I love this. Thank you so much, Dr. Roche. I can't even wait to sit down and practice this again. And I've been studying with you for 10 years.
Thank you, Tanya. It's a conversation. Meditation is also a conversation with life, with the life force.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya.